Good morning. This is Will Bradford from West Michigan in the United States, and I am reporting on the sunrises and the skyline webcams of Africa and Europe and the United States, Brazil. Anyways, it is 12:44 on December 1st at my home, and you can see out in Italy, we've got the Ravello, Amalfi Coast, and Mallory in the background. Miori, right? And we're watching the sunrise. I watched it in Kenya, South Africa, back to Kenya, and then the Skyline webcams went blank. I couldn't get them. It went to 500 error code or 404, and it wouldn't come up with the link. So about an hour later, it's back online. And there's only 3 online here, but it's 6:46 against 12:45, so we have a 6-hour difference in Italy from the Eastern Daylight Time and New York time. It's also in Michigan time. So we have the anomaly in the sun is the bright flashing lights. I'm going to go there now. And we've been experiencing this flash from the Skyline webcams. They must have the another sensor in it that other cams do not. There it goes. You see that distortion? It happens all over the world. And it's not as problematic until the sun gets up, and then it gets much brighter. But in Kenya, I believe, no, it was in Table Mountain. No, it wasn't in Table Mountain in South Africa. So it wasn't in Ballito because that was raining. It had to be in Kenya where I caught 2. In fact, I can go back to it. Since that was gone, so that was 6:48. So 6:51, it's every 3 minutes, maybe 10 seconds, that this blast comes through the world. Even at night, you can tell it hits. It comes in as a black, not light like you would think. Anyways, let's go to my photos for the day. And you can see I did a colorization here, filter, and I did 2 objects. Well, that's right, you can't see this. Anyways, there's 2 green spots, as I put it in green. 2 objects in front of the sun. Now, in the Janelas, Brazil, São Vicente webcam, I was able to capture 2 times within a week's period of objects passing in front of the sun. Okay, and let's go to the other one. This is a negative view, and they're pink. They've turned pink just like the green spots. So we do have something in front, and I think those are the possibilities that's making the problems with this intermittent 3-minute blast. So we're looking at what I say, 6:51 to 6:52. No, 6:50 to 6:51. Anyways, you see how most of the sky cams, you'll see that this time period is all bluish, with, of course, pure white that the sun is. Now, an expert in light, in the study of light in science, says that if you have a yellow sun and all of a sudden it's emitting light, this bright white, The only reason it's causing the whiteness to appear is usually NIR. There it goes. See, 650, which is infrared appears. That will cause the sun to show white. Unless the fake or false or the sun in front of the shield or whatever we're seeing from the International Space Station shows a shield, and they're trying to hide what's behind it. Now, if you got an IR source, where is that coming from? Well, guess what? The second solar system, the binary solar system of ours, has made its trip around the last 3,600 years. It's coming by us again. And it's coming up from underneath with the sun. And sorry to say, but those possibly could be devastating to the Earth as well as humans. We don't know how much and how much is going to be affected by this another sun coming into our own system. You know, this infrared could, and also this system is negative to ours. It's opposite. So the attraction is at least limited. And they also are rotating the opposite way that our planets rotate. So we're going to the right basically on our plane, elliptical plane. They're all on the same plane as you can see it in other diagrams. And I do have the solar scope to show you if you wish, but and also I have the Stellarium program that shows all the planets, sun and moon kind of follow the same pattern. That's the elliptical plane. Well, that's coming up from underneath us, and it's going to intermingle with our own planets. And one of them's called Nibiru. And this came from the Sumerian tablets of 4,000 years ago or more. The oldest writings, consistent sighting now. And one man named Zachariah Stitchin was able to decipher these tablets. And part of our world cultures and every other culture in the world bases somewhat of that Sumerian tablets. Whether it's Chinese, India, or African, or American Indian, or whatever, based on, there it goes. Wow, that's a pretty good hit. So you tell me what that is, if it's not infrared. And people cannot see it. I stood out for hours, didn't see it in my sky, didn't see it in the night sky, but you can see it in these cameras. So hopefully when the sun shows in this camera, I'm going to take some pictures and see if it follows the same thing as the Kenyan Watamu Beach. Show that there's objects in front of the sun, whether they're man-made or whether they're the part of the Nibiru Nemesis, second sun, the dwarf sun, the binary star sun, our twin that didn't make quite the sun as we have. And I have 29 seconds and moving. So we'll get that on 6:55. So following tradition. 52, 55. So that'd be 6:58. Be the next time that distortion light energy burst